Welcome back, Guardians. Today is such an exciting day to be a Guardian. We just got the full LightFall reveal and Season 18 dropped with all that revealing too. What you just saw was some sick cinematic gameplay from LightFall, and I'm about to break down everything that happened in the showcase, mainly talking about the new location, the new enemies, the new subclasses, and then a couple quality of life things. If you enjoy this video, hit subscribe because the Destiny content is just going to keep coming on this channel. Alright, let's get into it. First up, we're going to talk about the location. Neptune is the new planet that we're going to in LightFall, and it's going to all take place in the capital city there of Neomuna. It's this giant 80s neon city themed crazy metropolis, and it looks amazing. I mean, you can look at some of these pictures here and this concept stuff. It looks really, really pretty and just unlike anything we've ever seen in Destiny before. It honestly looks a lot like some of those cities we saw in Halo Reach, which is so cool. Alright, now we're going to talk about the defenders of Neo City. These guys are called the Cloud Striders. We're assuming they're our allies, but we're not exactly sure. So it's going to be super interesting to interact with these new Cloud Striders and see what they're all about in the next expansion. Alright, next up, we're talking about who the enemy is for this upcoming expansion. And again, the Witness is the big bad guy, but it looks like Kallus is our main villain here. The Witness is sending Kallus down with Kallus's new army to just absolutely destroy this Neomuna city. Now, Kallus is empowered with darkness in this next upcoming expansion, and with it, he brings in his Shadow Legion. There's this new form of Cabal with darkness abilities. They have new armor, they look completely different, and they have abilities that are going to just absolutely be so annoying. They have like suppressive abilities and things like that, and so it's going to be super tough to get around these guys. Along with this new Shadow Legion and all these new darkness abilities, they're bringing in a new enemy type called the Tormentor, and these things are absolutely massive. From what they've said in the showcase, it's supposed to be super crazy, super strong, and absolutely ginormous. You can tell from the gameplay they look pretty crazy, and they look like they're going to do a lot of damage. Now we're going to talk about the new darkness subclass, Strand. So Strand, from my understanding, is like this new ability that we pull from like another dimension, and all of our abilities are coming from like these spider web type energy things from that Strand dimension. And along with it, we're going to gain a ton of crazy new abilities, and I'm going to let this little clip roll out so that we get like a really good explanation of what all these abilities are like.
So the Warlock, they're the telekinetic master of Strand. So they're going to be able to telepathically reach into the Strand dimension, pull matter out, and weave it into this big barrage of these Strand missiles. Wherever they land, these missiles are actually going to unravel, sort of reweave themselves into a new form.
With the Titan, you're able to weave these claws and do an area of damage around you, spinning and slashing.
The super I think I'm most excited for is the Hunter Rope Dart super. The Hunter does a flip and weaves these strands into this rope dart and is swinging it as they're kind of moving around.
All right, now that you know what Strand is, I want to talk about a super exciting ability that's coming with Strand, and that is the Grapple Hook. So here it is with all this gameplay of the Grapple Hook. It's going to make traversing so strange but awesome at the same time. I'm really curious how they're going to regulate that with jump puzzles and things, because I feel like it's just going to make jump puzzles obsolete, and it's going to make PvP absolutely insane. It kind of reminds me of Pathfinder from Apex Legends. If any of you have ever used his abilities, it looks just like that. But man, this is a super cool ability, and I can't wait to get my hands on this. Alright, well that is all the super chunky main stuff that came out with the showcase. We also have some Season 18 information, and you can see that up on my channel soon. But there is some quality of life updates that are going to be showing up, not necessarily with LightFall, but around LightFall and after LightFall, and maybe some before LightFall. First of all, they want to implement a new system that helps out newer Guardians understand how the game works. So they're implementing 11 Guardian ranks that kind of teaches you how to play the game. And then it's a way to show people that when you're the highest rank, that you're a player that they want to be with, you're a player that they want to complete a raid with or whatever. Then they're going to add an LFG, so you no longer will have to use the app. You'll be able to do it all through the Destiny application, which is super awesome, but I wish they'd done it a long time ago, but that's okay. It's coming in 2023, so we don't know exactly when. Then they're adding in a new thing called Guardian Commendations, where it's basically like rating players after you've played with them. You can give them all sorts of different commendations, like they're super friendly, or they're super good at the game, or they're helpful, or things, all sorts of things like that. Then a super, super exciting thing is that they're adding in in-game loadouts and mod managers. So basically the transmog system for shaders and armor, they're bringing that into Destiny, and it's coming with LightFall, which is super, super awesome. So we no longer have to use dim. I mean, dim is still going to be super helpful in some ways, but we're going to be able to have our loadouts in the game without having to go to dim in order to equip them and waiting for all that time for it to equip and having to be in orbit and all that crap. You can just do it in game right where you are. And then I want to go over one more thing, and it's super, super exciting, and that is there is no more expansion sunsetting. Everything from Shadowkeep on is just staying in the game, and that's super, super awesome for a lot of people who miss old content and who wish they could go back and play old content, but they just can't. So that's super, super amazing, and I'm glad they're doing that. I think it's great that they're building up the game rather than taking pieces away as time goes on. And that is all the stuff that was shared in the Showcase Guardians. Thank you so much for watching. If you found any of this content useful or entertaining, please like and hit that subscribe button. It would mean so much to me. We're a new channel, and we're growing fast. There's tons of content coming up soon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.